Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wonderful Wednesday. Hope everybody's doing good out there and staying nice and cool in these hot summer days. And we're going to get right into the reading today because I got things to do, but I wanted to get you guys done because if I don't, I'm not going to be able to. Okay, let's see. Today is 7/10 of 2024. It's a 25, which is a 7. So what is the 7 going to tell us today? We're halfway through the week. Number 7 indicates that you should only trust the magic of your heart. You will be given the gift of a light that makes a deep connection between you and the mysteries of your life. Over the next few days, fill your soul path with love, even more than usual. Love every moment, love everything and everyone, and you will become the magic of your heart. The energy field of the number 7 is like a gateway of light. It is death, birth, magic, light, and the completion of a stage in life. Number 7 brings new soul paths. We're all on a new soul path. We are releasing, letting go, and finding new because we're evolving. Evolution, baby, evolution. We get a number 37 in the Soul Helper Oracle, which is a 10, which goes down to a 1. A message is trying to reach you. Be vigilant. The spirit world wishes to find and touch you. As you see, she looks like she's in a hurry. She's in a hurry, but she's looking back at the bird. That's her message that's coming in, but she's in a hurry. Get in touch with your feelings and emotions. A message from the spirit world is trying to find its way to you. You are much too busy with worldly things and with yourself just now. They distract and preoccupy you so much that you are failing to take notice of the messages. Cleanse yourself, let go of your fears for the future, and give expression in your desire and dreams, perhaps by writing them down, portraying them in a picture or collage, or telling your friends about them. Feel free to use modern technology such as a social media if you like. Be vigilant and prepared. Be vigilant and prepared. Have an open and receptive heart, since this is where you will receive the message. It will flow like a golden light to the center of your heart, into the sacred space of your truth. Leave your worldly troubles behind so that the Great Spirit can touch you. The message will be about fulfillment and truth. It will be a portent of victory. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animal of the raven, a herbal essence is lemon, healing crystal is magnetite, and the number is 1. So let's read the 1. Number 1 tells you that you are a magician, priestess, and that now and then you require solitude in order to fully develop the capabilities within you. You need solitude now, in particular, in order to receive your vision from a spiritual teacher clearly and without compromise. Number 1 promises success and a deep bond of the heart. It will teach you to feel the moment of creation within you and to perceive yourself as a spiritual being. Its energy field is the beginning, the absolute being, the sum of all possibilities, the pure spirit of the subtle world. That is a great message for us right now, because I know that some people are slowing down for a while. You know why? Because you're going to be going through the dark night of the soul and you need some time to heal. Those are inner wounds, those are deep wounds from past hurt, maybe family, maybe friends, maybe a loved one, somebody you loved and they just disappeared and you just don't know what you did. But everything is making room for the new. Everything is making room for you to start creating the life that you want. Remember, this is your story. Write it like it's your story, like you're at a movie theater and you want to see that story. You want to see the end of the story. How are they going to play it out? That's what you need to look at. And a lot of times I've had people say they don't dream. Everybody dreams. You have like thousands of them a night, but like I tell my husband, he remembers some of his dreams, but he's not a dreamer. And I know some other friends that don't remember their dreams. If you're a heavy sleeper, you'll probably won't remember your dreams as much. And if you were meant to bring it back, you will bring it back. If you weren't meant to bring it back, you won't bring it back. So, in other words, you might be doing something military wise, galactic wise in another life, and you went there and you're not allowed to bring that information back. You don't know what you're doing in your astral travel and your dream journey, because that is what we're doing. We're astral traveling out of our body, and our body's laying in bed, and we're journeying. We're going through time. We're going through different parts of our life and different dimensions that we've had, and we're looking for answers. Time, this is the messenger oracle. It's time to reflect. This is like a mirror. She's looking in the water. She's reflecting. And you know what's interesting? When you do reflect on like those past situations, like the drama and stuff and the crap from when you're young, and it was traumatizing and you can't release it. When you look back on it in your dark night of the soul and look at the whole picture and get up like the eagle's eye view, a different perception, you might see a whole different story than what you thought it was. So just remember that, because when I was going through it, I was getting some, wow, why did I perceive that situation like that? It isn't even how I thought it was. It was crazy. So just remember that there's things that you're going to see, and your perception has aged and leveled up with wisdom. So you don't have that same perception as a younger child or teenager or whatever you were, looking at it back now from the perception you had then and your perception of things now. It's way different. Mine is anyway. So you'll see that too. You'll be going like, why did I worry about that? It was so dumb, and it wasn't even what I thought it was. You'll get so many of those. I know I did. Have you been rushing along, living from one moment to the next without thought or care? Have you failed to notice and acknowledge all that you have achieved and accomplished? Stop. Take a moment to pause and reflect upon all that has happened and all that is happening. See how you have grown. See all you have succeeded in accomplishing. Acknowledge and delight in your journey, and understand how it has played a part in creating the you who lives in the present. That was perfect. Think about it. Look in the mirror. Do some mirror work. Look in the mirror and think about that different perception it just gave you. Acknowledge the delight in your journey and understand how it was played a part in creating the you that lives in the present. Interesting. Interesting. I love that. I never really, I've read that card so many times and I know exactly what it is. I mean, reflection is reflection. But it was a different perception when I read it today. I don't know if you guys caught on to that. I had a different perception when I read the last sentence of that card. And then we've got reveal the truth. So yeah, a time to reflect, and she's taking off the mask. This is real interesting, guys. She's in a rush and not listening to messages coming in, he, she, whatever. And this is reflecting on, and we do a lot of reflecting in the dark night of soul when we're remembering things and we're trying to perceive the things that we remember. Now it's time to take off that mask and look how beautiful she really is, or he, she or he. What are you hiding from? Reveal the truth. When you were born, your soul shone bright. As you grew, you were taught of right and wrong. You were taught how to think, how to live, how to believe in a way that makes you fearful to say no. To disagree is to risk alienation from family and society. And so you hide your true thoughts and feelings behind a mask. That mask hides your light. Cast it aside Embrace and live your truth and let your soul shine once more. I always tell people to break out of the ordinary and go into the extraordinary. Like, say you do the same thing all the time. Every day you're doing the same thing. Break it. Do something different. Just saying, break out of your box. We don't want to stay in the box, and we've all been in a box way too long. Way too long. Okay, I think I got to read this one. No. Okay. These are so calling out to me now. I've got so much of my energy on these cards. They just call out to me what they want me to read them. I'm going to read the Divine Master because we got Gaia, resilient spirit, earth connection, stay rooted in trust and faith. And right now we have to have faith in our intuition, in our surroundings. If you have an uneasy feeling in your surroundings, don't be surrounded by that. You can make the choice. It's your choice. In Greek, Gaia is land or earth, and Gaia is a goddess figure who is the physical embodiment of the earth herself. But more than that, she is the spiritual force or spirit of the earth. She is the life that moves through the plants, the sweetness in the honey, the air that encourages the bees to fly. Her kiss is on every animal's forehead. She is the being that we can connect with on a spiritual level to develop our very own relationship with the plants we call home. The planet we call home is our Gaia. This is where we chose to be. When Gaia comes to you, she is bringing a call from the earth to get connected to her spirit through animals, plants, and nature. When we walk barefoot on the land, sand, or earth, or spend time in the forest, or by water, we give permission for the spirit of Gaia to root us back down into the planet. Just like the earth herself, you are resilient no matter what has come your way or challenged your peace. You have found a way to continue on and survive. Today, you are being encouraged to dig deep into yourself and find more resilience. If you have felt your patience being tested or felt overwhelmed, know it's okay to feel this way, but also work hard on connecting with the parts of yourself that will help you move beyond what is making you feel unsettled. Like a tree letting go of her leaves before the harshness of winter, sometimes we have to surrender what is weighing us down in order to come through a challenge. The spirit of Gaia is with you today, ensuring you are not weighed down, but firmly rooted so that you can continue to grow tall. You have what it takes to survive. And that's beautiful because she's all earth. It's like the dreams of Gaia. She's just putting the rainbows out. It's just beautiful. I just had something screaming at me to read the practical magic. So I gotta listen because it's getting crazy and I know where it's going. Now, I guess it was something else that was screaming at me. I was wrong. It was the dreams of Gaia. Okay, now we got a number 14, which is the King of Air. The time for ethical behavior, no room for compromise. Seek the advice of an expert. Respect the rules of law. Why are you pushing boundaries? Keep your judgment free of emotional impediment. Don't be drawn into an argument. Don't reject unsolicited advice. The King of Air is a just and fair leader with stern and commanding presence. He can be imposing and somewhat intimidating due to his formal manner, but his stern, Constance is tempered by a compassion born of his spiritual belief. He is an educated man with vast knowledge. He is also a wise man who has learned from every life experience. When he speaks, everybody listens. He is also a disciplined man who can at times be uncompromising and rigid, as he has a very fixed belief system. He cannot be corrupt or easily swayed. He believes rules are made to be followed and should not be broken. The law of the land were made to keep people safe, and he believes those who break the law should understand the consequences of their actions. Yes, he can choose to show compassion in passing his judgment. However, he will not compound the wrong by failing to bring a wrongdoer to account. His judgment is fair but final, and he is delivered in accordance to the law and without emotional impediment. When the King of Air appears in your reading, it may represent a need to seek legal counsel or financial advice. Is there a point of law or a money matter that you need to have clarified by someone who is not emotionally invested in achieving a particular outcome? If not a matter of law or a financial matter, it may be something to do with rules and regulations that have you concerned. Some sort of infringement on your personal rights. Seek out someone with expertise in the area of concern. You need to know where you stand. The King of Air is a no-nonsense person. He is direct and to the point, but uninterested in debate or argument for argument's sake. He may find yourself in a position where you need to embody the same behavior. Don't be drawn into an argument at this time. If all you are doing is repeating yourself, present your case, be direct and to the point, and then don't be drawn into further debate. If you have said all that needs to be said at this time and this point, any further form of response is a waste of time and energy. Oh, I guess he's telling that. So whoever already said it, don't repeat it again and again and again. They're tired of hearing it. If you find yourself dealing with somebody who embodies the nature of the King of Air, be advised that they are not usually somebody who will change their mind, nor are they somebody who is going to change their ways with ease. Change is possible, but on their own terms and at their own pace. If you attempt to push a King of Air type to change their mind, opinion, or behavior, you are courting conflict. If you are romantically involved with one, you might just have to accept them for who they are, because they are always going to be forceful and a little dogmatic. As a parent, he is always going to be a strict and rule-oriented father. He will demand respect and that those who live under his roof follow his rules. His rules, however, are usually fair and do more to protect than to harm. So if you find someone at loggerheads, take a moment to ask yourself if it might be you who needs to look at their actions. Are you pushing boundaries because those boundaries need to be shifted? Are you pushing them just because they are there? And you see he's got the crown source above, the sword right here going down his third eye. And he's got the eagles and the birds for his direction. Plus he's got the crystals. Yeah, he or she, they've got a lot of information on this card. But with that card, we got illusion. And this is a 18, which is a 7. Yeah, another 7. Give yourself time to work out the best way forward. Your intuition holds the answers. Pay attention to its messages through feelings and dreams rather than relying on a logical approach to problems. This is unconscious doubt, decisions, dilemmas, sadness, and the past fear. Don't fear. Someone's fearing change. Don't fear change. Change is great. Um, I know it's not your, I know it's your old, but you're going out of your old. Okay, now we've got death and rebirth. This is a number 8 again. This, but this came in reversed. So this does have some blockage. When life changes suddenly, we can be forced by circumstance to stop and take a reality check. When the death and rebirth card appears reversed, it is time to take a long, hard look at your life and understand that it is time to let go. You can no longer live in a state of limbo. It is time to consider what is important and what is not. It is time to end the dying process and be reborn. Sometimes, when the change is unwelcome and unexpected, the last thing you want to do is let go. It is so very hard. All you want to do is scream, fight, and do everything in your power to prevent your world from crumbling around you. All you want is to restore normalcy. All you want is the life that you had, but that life is gone. You might want to lay blame, deny responsibility, and believe that you can continue on as you were just by doing what you've always done. You try to hold on to what was as if it were a life preserver, but you do not want to see that the life preserver is actually a cement block that will drag you down into the murky depths if you do not let go. You fight and struggle and continue to hold on to the illusion, telling yourself that you cannot let go because to do so will bring the end you don't want or welcome. The future is unknown and terrifying. Everything has changed. It is the dark night of the soul, and the night can span days, weeks, months, even years, but it must eventually come to an end. The process of dying and being reborn leaves you feeling exposed and vulnerable. It can make you reactive and defensive. You do not want to be hurt, but you are. And so you may go on the offensive to make yourself appear stronger and more competent in the midst of the storm. You have discovered the impairment, fragile nature of life, and you are afraid. You might find yourself questioning everything, filled with doubts, uncertain of who you are, your purpose and reason for being. You may even question your very worth. It is okay to feel as you do. But the death and rebirth card reversed comes to let you know that it is time to let go of your attachments to what was, what you hope for, and what will no longer be. That it is time to accept what is and start living again. The death rebirth card is in the reverse position, asks that you let go and allow innocence to be reborn. That is a perfect card for that. And if you see this card, there's a baby in there. It's hard to see the baby, but there is a baby in there. And the snake is shedding the old skin, and he's not going to go after the frog because he's in limbo protecting the baby and shedding the old. Now we got Judgment 20, which goes down to a 2. Contemplation, self-judgment, review, second chances, guilt, spirituality, and memories. If you feel you need to give a person a second chance or return to an old situation, now is the time to decide. If you're reassessing the past in other ways, don't be too hard on yourself. Yeah, going through the dark night of the soul is really hard. And we've got a number 11, which is the feminine and masculine. And we know what this is. We've been working on this. This is not a, like, I'm feminine or masculine. It is, I have both feminine and masculine in me. We all do. Put aside gender stereotypes. We are both masculine and feminine. Masculine energy serves to protect, feminine energy serves to nurture. Too much of one, not enough of the other. Time to reevaluate and realign. Allow the energy to increase and ebb. Embrace the energy that best suits your needs. Yeah, We've been working on our masculine and feminine and balancing it out when we need to. Okay. We got on that, the clarifier was the 6, the lover's choices. Make your choice based on your long-term future rather than short-term gains. In love, wait for the right person rather than distract yourself with flirtations. I agree with that. Now, we got a special message today. We got the 5 of Earth, and the 5 of Earth is the trickster card. This is avoiding easy answers. Think twice about taking risks. Something is not as it seems. Be honest with yourself. You are accountable. Do you gamble with another's future? Consider the feelings of others and look beyond selfish desires and blame. If you look at this card, she is in the background and she knows that he's bad news. He's the trickster. She's not wanting any of that. And she feels abandoned because she only has the trickster. So she feels abandoned and alone. And we did get another 5, which is double 5s. And that is the 5 of Pentacles, and that is abandonment. You do have support, but you may be looking in all the wrong places and the wrong people. Go beyond your usual network and you'll find the help and comfort you need. This is isolation, money problems, rejection, bias, fear, risk, and relationships. Yeah, we got to be careful with that because that can be a little crazy. And I'm going to do the human spirit oracle because we got a number 43, which is another 7. We got a lot of 7s today. And this is spill the tea. We love a good tea party. Whoops. Your tea has been spilt by another. Secrets and rumors have a way of flowing out like Georgia sweet tea. Hot or iced, they grow stronger and longer they brew. Now is the time to get ahead of it. Accept it and move on. Even a tea party has an end. If you know your own truth, then it really doesn't matter what manure is spread on your proverbial lawn. Take this as a teaching moment to grow rather than simmer and rethink your circle of friends. Yeah, I think we all have to rethink everything we're doing right now. Now in the angels and ancestors, we got the druid and we got hold the space. Hold things together. Don't make any sudden moves or changes. Stay strong, knowing you are where you are supposed to be. The Druids were the ancient wise ones of Britannia, Britain and Ireland and France. They had a deep connection with the earth, the sun, and the moon. They were the scholars who created the Ogham tree language, and they were known for their creative skills in storytelling, poetry, and craftsmanship. When the Druid card appears in a reading, you're being guided to dig deep within and hold your station. If you're wondering what to do next or have a sense of anxiety about what is unfolding in your life, it's time to shift your perception and move back to a state of trust. Don't change your plans or do anything drastic. Just trust in the process and let everything happen as it needs to before taking any more steps. Think of the tree. It has strong roots, yet continues to grow and bear fruit. Your life will be a reflection of this. We got the reflection card again. There's a lot of reflection going on here. Now, I enjoyed this card because this is Peacekeeper. A harmonious resolution is possible. She's got the white buffalo and the peace sign, the peace pipe. Choose peace. Conflicts are coming to an end. You deserve to experience happiness and contentment. The Peacemaker card portrays the Lakota First Nation woman honoring the Lakota deity, White Buffalo Calf Woman, who brought the sacred pipe to the people. The pipe, which she holds in her hands, is a symbol of peace, emblematic of surrendering the need to fight and offering harmony instead. The Peacekeeper is a soul who knows what it's like to feel under threat and to stand up for what she believes in and what is right. Her medicine helps you to take the higher road in every situation, even if you're under pressure to make a quick decision. It is a reminder that within your hands lies the power to make the right choice for all involved. You may be feeling on edge due to a stressful situation. There's a warrior within you that wants to rise up, prove your point, and let the truth across. But you're being reminded by ancestor wisdom that truth will always be revealed in the end. It's more important at this time to avoid argument or heated discussion where you know you'll be fighting a losing battle. There is much more power in choosing to move forward from a higher perspective. This will allow you to connect deeply to the guidance within and the intuition that will lead you towards the healing of the whole situation, along with any wounds it may have inflicted on you. Choose peace, you know it's calling you. That was a great card. Now, we got a couple more cards. I didn't think I was going to get to this reading today, guys. So I've got to make it quick because I am going somewhere else. But I needed to get this reading out. I'm trying every day to get these readings out. We'll do them 2-3 times a week. And if I can get them 7 days a week, I will. But it'll get the message will get to you guys when it needs to. We got sacred inner space, sacral shaka, tender shaka, shaka Khan, sacred chakra, and tenderness and sensuality. The sacral chakra is found below the belly button and is the energetic space that governs our reproductive system, and all forms of expression connected to it. Everything from our sexuality to our capacity to express the tender, more sacred parts of ourselves is connected to this chakra. It is governed by water, and so it helps us move with the flow of life in order to express our most authentic self. This card transports us to the sacred inner space. It shows an inner temple with flowing water and lots of soft colors coming from a blooming lotus. This encourages us to see that our sacred parts are beautiful, energetic gateways through which we can express and manifest pure life force. You are being guided to the gateway of your sacred self. This is an opportunity to recognize that the more tender and vulnerable aspects of your being hold keys to great power. Honor the sacred within. Reclaim any parts of yourself that you have disconnected from or abandoned. If you want to experience more love and belonging, look within. There is a huge lesson in finding love within yourself. Realize that false narratives have been floating around your energetic field, stories that have discouraged you from expressing yourself. You may even have been lied to and told you aren't beautiful. This card is here to remind you that you are beautiful, and more importantly, you can create beauty in the world. Recognize that you hold the power of the universe within, and then you'll find your flow. Hey, we got one more card. We've got Nature 23. Did we? No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Yeah, this is 17. Cue the card. Connect with the land custodian, and that is the black swan. Which is telling me that yeah, we're gonna get a black swan event real soon because it is coming. The natural world lifts the spirit, calms the mind, soothes the soul, and gives perspective. It takes you outside of your limit perception while also reconnecting you to the deepest part of your inner self. Life can be draining and discouraging. It can break you down and tear you apart. But in the wildness, peace, and beauty of nature, the tiny pieces of you will take shape again. You'll feel lighter, stronger, and calmer and whole once more. Immersing yourself in nature is good for the body as well as the soul. In addition to reducing depression and anxiety and alleviating stress, anger, fear, and feelings of isolation, it has also been found to lower high blood pressure, decrease the risk of diabetes and heart disease, and increase physical well-being. Walking through a forest, diving into the ocean, sitting in the sunshine, pottering in your garden, even if it's just nurturing a potted plant on your balcony, can transport you to another state of being and transform your mood. And you don't even have to physically be there. Simply looking at a picture of nature or playing a recording of the forest sounds and imagining yourself there can decrease stress levels, induce a feeling of tranquility, and boost physical health. When this card appears, it's a message that your body, your heart, and your spirit are in need of nurturing. It's time to pause, to breathe, and to go outside. I will be going outside after I read this last card. So I took my own advice. Go out and make a bonfire or something, or a little camp or something. Because now we got the white swan, and we got the hummingbird, and we got the butterfly, and we got the rainbows, the waterfalls, nature. And number 5, we got another 5. In the golden future, everyone will have their 12th, 5th dimensional chakras open and active. The silver earth star chakra below our feet contains 33 chambers that are tuned in to the natural world. When everyone has anchored this chakra, all of humanity will be connected to Gaia. For the first time in eons, we will leave golden footsteps as we walk lightly on our beautiful planet. Everyone will love and respect trees, those wise, sentient beings that provide food and shelter and keep records of local history. We will revere the forest, which are storing the wisdom of the universe until we are ready to access it. We will enjoy the flowers, greenery, water, and birds, and nature world will embrace us in peace and healing. We will also recognize and honor the elements who keep our planet green, healthy, and clean. They will respond by helping us in unimaginable ways. In the golden future, humans, elements, and the angelic realms will co-create a paradise on earth. This card is a reminder to love and honor the nature kingdom. Tread lightly on the land and leave beautiful golden footsteps wherever you walk. Remember that whatever you give to nature, returns to you multiplied. You may have drawn this card because you have a deep and loving connection to the earth and the natural world. In that case, communicate with Archangel Perlamic, the wonderful blue-green archangel who oversees the natural world. Because of free will on earth, he cannot act without human permission. Ask him to help and protect plants, trees, rivers, and land itself. Tell him what is needed. Your intercession will be of inestimable help to him in his mission, and your reward will be an enrichment of your heart center. That's pretty good. I really like that. I think we've had a great, wonderful Wednesday, and I was glad I could get on because I wouldn't have been able to get on tonight. All right, now I hope everybody has a beautiful, magical Wednesday. I love everybody, and may every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.